Shalom ubracha from Ra'anana. We are continuing with our series of videos discussing the particular minhagim for specific Shabbatot. We are nearing the end of the Torah reading cycle for the year. We are up to Parashat Nisabim, which is followed by Vayelekh and Haazinu. Zot HaBaracha, the final parasha of the Hamisha Mashay Torah. We will not discuss in this series because we will be discussing when we speak about the holiday of Sukkot, since that is read on the final day of Sukkot, Yom Simchat Torah. So we're going to talk about Nisabim, which is often read together with Parashat Vayelekh. How do we know when do we read it together and when we read it separately? So Maran gives us a nice siman to remember. I think it's Shulchan Aruch Resh Pechet, where he's discussing that we know that Haazinu has to be the final parasha of the year, right? Because that right before Sukkot, which means before Sukkot you have to finish Parashat Haazinu. So it all depends on how many Shabbatot there are between Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot. If there's one Shabbat only, of course that would be Haazinu, and that would be Shabbat Shuvah, and Nisabim and Vayelekh would be read together before Rosh Hashanah. If, however, there are two Shabbatot remaining between Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot, one would be for Parashat Vayelekh and one would be for Parashat Haazinu. Vayelekh then would be Shabbat Shuvah and Nisabim would be read before Rosh Hashanah. The siman that he gives is Bag HaMelech Pat Vayelekh, based on Pasuk in Daniel, Pat Bag HaMelech. He says when the siman is when Rosh Hashanah, which is referred to as a melech, when Rosh Hashanah falls out on Bag, falls out on Monday or Tuesday, that means that you have two Shabbatot between Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot. So Pat Vayelekh, separate Vayelekh from Nisabim. Rosh Hashanah can also fall out on Thursday or Shabbat. In that case, there would only be one Shabbat between Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot. It would actually be Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, and that would be Parashat Haazinu, and therefore Nisabim and Vayelekh are read together before Rosh Hashanah. So Monday, Tuesday, we split Nisabim before Rosh Hashanah, Vayelekh after. If Rosh Hashanah is Thursday or Shabbat, then we do Nisabim and Vayelekh together before Rosh Hashanah and Haazinu and Shabbat Shuvah. Now, I wanted to, before we get into the Makamat and the Minhagim of the tunes, I wanted to discuss the Shabbat. I often refer now to Shabbat Teshuvah or Shabbat Shuvah. There seems to be two ways to pronounce this Shabbat, which is between Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. One is based on the fact that it's Aseret Yemet Teshuvah, so it would be Shabbat Teshuvah, and that's the way it's recorded in the Kol Yaakov Siddur. Or it could be referring to the Haftarah Shuvah Israel, and therefore would be Shabbat Shuvah. It's tough to say exactly since we have references to both ways. It seems that in today's world, the Ashkenazim generally use Shabbat Shuvah based on Haftarah. The Sephardim basically use Shabbat Teshuvah. So we'll refer to it as that, even though in Kol Yaakov it says Shabbat Shuvah, and not Kol Yaakov, the Pizmonim book. But it seems to be, I'm not 100% sure in Halab what they would say, it seems to be that the Shabbat Teshuvah was the way they refer to it. We will discuss in our next video Nisabim and Vayelekh, the Makamat, the Shishi, the tunes, when do we use the tunes for the holidays and when not. Be'ezrat Hashem. Kol Tuv.